For me, kayak fishing is simple. A boat, a paddle, a fishing rod, and unspoiled water. The fish are big. The chaos is beautiful. It's angling's addictive final frontier, and I'm hooked. I'm Drew Gregory, and this is Hooked on Wild Waters.
Drew Gregory's Hooked on Wild Waters is brought to you by Jackson Kayak. We make fun. GoPro. Be a hero with GoPro. Bending Branches. Pretty, smart paddles. And Yak Attack. Rigging the dream.
If you've ever been down the drive all the way to the Keys in Key West, you look around, it's so beautiful, you just can't help but stop and take in the wild beauty. And that's what we did. We stopped at Robbie's, we fed the tarpon. You've got huge giant tarpon right there that congregate, and they let you feed them with your hands. As fun as it was feeding the tarpon, I had to get down and meet up with Randy in the lower Keys and see what he had to say about the weather, because that really is the key in flats fishing. The entire Florida Keys is always about the weather. Fish are naturally made to blend into their wild environment as it is. They're hard enough to see when the water is just glass. Add these waves, you're never ever gonna see fish. It's never gonna happen. So I'm just playing it smart today, and that's why we're sticking around here. It's just time to go explore more of this wild Keys. Yesterday was great. I mean, even though it's windy, every once in a while you need those days just to kind of reset, regroup, and take some time. I mean, hitting Key West. I probably stayed there longer than I should have because I'm kind of feeling it this morning. This morning's great. It's a beautiful sunrise. It's still going to be a little bit too windy to do the best sight fishing, but Randy thinks he's got a spot that's tucked in behind some mangroves and maybe protected enough we can get into some sight fishing, then see what happens.
Drew, what's happening?
What's up, dude? You made it.
Good to see you.
You too, man. Long time no see.
No kidding.
I was very optimistic as usual because we did have a little bit of sunlight and calm wind. You know, I thought maybe I was gonna have a chance to hook up with something, you know, a permit, tarpon, redfish, bonefish, whatever. Maybe that, you know, big barracuda.
Barracudas like these.
And this is pretty much imitating needlefish. I mean, that's what they
Needlefish.
loved it. They loved to eat
Yeah.
needlefish, so it's
Now,
a really, really cool concept here.
Honestly, as good as the fish's eyesight is, you look at this and you're like, what silly fish would be dumb enough to glom onto this thing?
Right.
And then throw one in front of a cuda and you'll figure it out.
Bam. We're gonna be using a live crab for these permit if we see any, or redfish, even these sharks, right? They love the live crab. Who doesn't like the crab? All right, lead us to the promised land, my friend.
One of the joys of fishing down here in the Keys, you've got so much water and you've got such easy access, especially if you're a kayaker. There are literally spots at the side of the road on US 1 or just off US 1 back in the mangroves where you can drop a kayak in and probably be the only guy there that day.
There we go. Got something, yeah. Nice.
Oh!
Oh,
No way!
what was it?
The redfish.
Redfish?
Ate the crab and missed the hook.
Hey, we're in the right spot though.
And then of course we've got about 250 species of fish down here between the inshore and the offshore that might grab a hook. So you got a lot of choices. Right on the point, Drew.
All right on the point.
See that one coming at us? Right to the right of the verge.
I respect any fish that pulls, any fish that fights. And a shark is definitely a very cool fish. So Randy said, let's give it a shot. Let's catch one of these.
Perfect, Drew. Perfect. He's going for it. I think he ate it.
I think he's got it, man.
There's another one to the left.
We Yeah, he's kind of swirling on it. I think he's got it. He's got it. Oh, he let it go. He's coming back for it though.
I'm gonna try for this other one, Drew.
One swipes at my bait, one swipes at his, and he hooks up. And now he's got this nice lemon shark on, and we got a fish on the board. Yahoo! Nice.
He ate it. I don't know if he knows we're here yet because he's not running. What's cool about these hooks, they're kind of a modified circle hook, so it catches them right in the corner of the mouth, minimum damage to the fish, easy to get out.
That's great, man.
And they don't swallow them very often. These lemons are pretty common here in this size. Now he's doing the roll,
Yeah.
which is why we use heavy leader. If you're gonna go shark fishing, long-handled pliers is a really good idea. And with these circle-type hooks, if you can get a hold of it in such a way that you can just twist it, it ought to pop out of his mouth fairly easily. Twist a little bit,
Nice.
and there we go.
Pops right out. Oh, great. He's coming towards my feet.
There he goes. All right,
Woo!
that worked, Drew.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go do it again. We kept going on this flat and kind of paddling along, and I see a couple permit. Now, this is the most difficult fish to catch. It's a permit. Isn't that a permit?
Yep,
It is.
yep.
He's still there.
He's not freaked, I don't think.
Damn, he's coming closer to me.
Dude, you got a shot at him, get it on him. Coming right to you.
Yeah. Oh, dang it, dude. Oh, there's another one.
Yep, there's two of them.
They went right by my crab. Swam right by it, man. It was right in the face. I thought I had them. But they're just so picky, and for whatever reason, they just dart away and they don't want to eat. Later on, I'm cruising myself around a flat, kind of pulling and paddling along. Next thing you know, sure enough, I do see a nice sized cuda laying up. I throw at it, whine. Oh, there he is, fish on. Woo! Look how fast this thing is. Whoa, whoa. Holy crap. Oh! Ah! Did you see that?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the fish is off. That's just how fast this happened. Oh my goodness. I was kind of bummed because I was dreaming about that big cuda on the way down, but I'm thinking to myself, maybe I'll have a shot at another one. A great first start to the trip here down to the Keys. Randy put me on some good fish.
We got good shots, and this flats fishing game really is all about getting good shots. They're tough fish, it doesn't always work out.
You know, we got a nice shark, that was cool. You know, you just keep going, keep plugging away, plotting away, and eventually, hopefully, at the end of this show, we're gonna have this huge fish. Well, this definitely isn't how it was supposed to go. You know, when I'm dreaming about fishing in the Keys, it was more like, you know, fish every day, calm winds, you know, clear skies, tarpon jumping, permit running. I mean, it's not exactly how it's going down here, and that's just the way it is. I mean, it's the way it is in fishing, it's the way it is in life. You know, a lot of my greatest successes have come from a series of consistent failures over and over and over, but you gotta keep going, and eventually you're gonna hit it, so that's what we're doing today, hopefully. After day one, hooking that Barracuda and losing it real quick, you know, Randy decided to take us to a spot on the Atlantic Ocean side that was really good for Barracuda. I was really excited because, you know, this whole idea of catching a big Barracuda is just starting to really become this obsession. I can't stop thinking about it. I want a big Barracuda. Dude, there he goes, he turned on it. Fish on, fish on. Anything that pulls is fun to me, so we see some sharks. You can't even imagine how strong these sharks are. All right, he's just screaming across the flat here. We got this shark on. And can't tell what kind it is yet. Oh my God, look at this thing. He's towing me all around. It's a good way to start the day here and a good sign that sharks are on this flat. This is a bonnet head, super common around here. There we go. That's a cool creature right there. Look at that thing with this, you know, sort of almost like a hammerhead, right? It's got like a mushroom-shaped head. Look at this. I mean, this is a cool thing. They're so strong, I gotta hold it in 2 places. I'm literally doing everything I can now. Keep this thing from wiggling. It was a blast fighting this fish. I'm surprised, they're not more sought after. Instead, everyone goes after the tarpon, the bonefish, and the permit, and I love them. But I have a newfound passion for the species that I've often overlooked.
This is a jack crevalle. There's many species of jacks in the Keys. This one's pretty common, especially in the winter. We get to get some nice sized ones. They're very aggressive and they fight great. As you can see, this thing has had my rod bent over now for a couple of minutes and he's still going strong. These guys can get up to 10 or 12 pounds. This guy's probably more like, 3 or 4. So imagine one 2 or 3 times that size and how much he would pull. This guy was pulling really well.
Just a little guy, hopefully we'll get some bigger ones than this. Sharks and barracuda are swimming around everywhere, and that's what I'm gonna target. Shark on, Randy! I'm throwing this homemade bait that Randy made for barracuda. It's a really cool bait. Looks like one of those needlefish they love to eat. Coot on, woo! Look at this, we're getting into bigger ones already. Barracuda hooked up, it's towing me all across the flat. I mean, just stripping line off. There's cudas all over this flat. Oh man, how strong these things are. And I cannot even imagine how fast these things are. It blows me away that these aren't more of a sought after sport fish. Oh, woo! Ah, broke off. Well, there's obviously more around, so retie and just keep going. I had to take a moment out there on this day because time was running out, and I realized I've caught some nice fish. I've had a good trip. We're paddling back, and I still, of course, in the back of my mind, wish that I had caught a bigger fish and wish that I could have showed you guys that big barracuda that I was really after. So we just start paddling in and making a few random casts here and there. There's a cuda right over here. If I can rip this real fast from his face. There he is. Cuda on, big cuda. Oh, look at that. There he goes, taking off. Huge fish is on. I'm thinking, could this be the big barracuda I've been waiting for? Wear out, fish. All right. Oh, someone's trying to eat it, dude. I think a shark's trying to eat it. All right, I think that I saw shark fins. Oh God, I think it is. I think I see a big dark shadow. I'm thinking, I've got to land this thing, My arms are burning, it's towing me all around the flat, jumping like crazy. I can't believe it's still staying on. These are the kind of wild things that happen on wild waters right here, folks. Look at the size of this barracuda. Look at this thing. It's just a freaking missile. The key is just, once you got them, it's just open water. Keep your line up high. Let them run, just wear them out. Just gotta wait them out. I get it up to the boat, and sure enough, put the grips on it, lift it up, and I did it. I caught the big barracuda. I mean, look at this thing. It's incredible. Now that is a cuda. Oh my goodness. This is definitely why I'm hooked on wild waters. Look at the size of this thing. Oh my goodness. What a missile. I am so out of breath right now. I'm exhausted. I don't even know, it's gotta be 30 pounds, 40 pounds. This is huge. Oh, see the top of that tail? I'm pretty sure that's fresh. A shark got into that. I saw a big fin. One of the things you can do if a fish is getting chased by a shark is you can give them slack and let them basically just run away from the shark the way they would normally do. If you're putting pressure on them and fighting them, there's no way they're gonna make it. They're pretty much done. A lot of people think that barracudas are just sort of a trash fish, they're not really a sport fish, but as you could tell by that fight, I'm telling you, this is a fish to be reckoned with, and it's definitely fun to catch. As much respect as I gain for the sharks, I have a whole new appreciation and respect for the barracuda as well. It's been a real privilege to fish the Florida Keys, and this trip is the exact reason I'm hooked on wild waters. Oh my goodness.
Drew Gregory's Hooked on Wild Waters has been brought to you by Jackson Kayak. We make fun. GoPro. Be a hero with GoPro. Bending branches. Pretty, smart paddles. And Yak Attack, rigging the dream.